Welcome to Two Geeks Current Events. This is episode 7 today. Shaw and Jim are stepping into the testosterone shots for soldiers, the endless war in Iran, and what you should say to a woman when you dating her. Shaw is going to talk about the spineless Republicans in office. Also, Jim will discuss the European men that enjoy the food and culture of America during the World Cup 2026. As always, we've got some jokes lined up to keep things light. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode.
Hello. Welcome back to Two Geeks Current Events. I'm Shaw.
I'm Jim.
And this is another episode of men talking manly to the world out there. Because right now, masculinity is shot in the head.
Yeah.
Men are pussies and snowflakes, and we need traditional men like Jim and I to have these podcasts or these videos to hopefully tell the men nowadays that what it means to be a man. And we just had lunch, we just came back, and I came up with a great idea of what to tell men that are dating, and this is based on the political situation that we have now. A lot of the Republicans are in charge are spineless. They don't say it like it is.
No.
So I took that concept and I said, I got a great idea for men that are dating and what to say to a woman, because even women are kind of flaky. They don't want to get into relationships. So I came up with this idea. I'm going to share this with you. And so when you meet a woman and you like her, you have to say, listen, babe, I don't want to fuck you. And she'd be like, what? Really? Yeah, I don't want to fuck you. I want to have sex with you. And she'll be like, isn't that the same thing? And you're like, no. Sex and fucking is not the same thing.
No,
okay?
it's like sex and gender.
Yeah, it's like sex and gender. Fucking is degrading. Okay? You're pounding on her.
Yeah.
You're pulling her hair. You're biting her, scratching her, and vice versa. Sex is clean. You set up a time. It's romantic. You have a bottle of champagne. You know, you look into her eyes as you have sex with her. So, and she'd be like, I think that's the same thing. I say, no, sweetie, it's not the same thing. Sex is special. Fucking is not. And I don't ever want to fuck you. In fact, I don't fuck any woman in my life. And that goes to the same concept as what these politicians are saying, that gender and sex are two different things.
Right.
Well, Jim, either you have a sausage or an oyster. That's the way I define a gender and
Sex.
okay?
Yeah.
That's
the biggest problem I see is when they get to the hospital and they are, quote, checkmarked woman, and when they start doing the studies, they find out that it's not a woman.
That's right.
And they've been feeding it all the wrong medications because it's not a woman.
That's right. In fact, I'm going on record right now on this YouTube channel. I will pay $100,000 to see a man menstruate.
Yep.
And I want to be able to film it and sell it to Netflix, because if a man out there that you think you are a woman and you have monthly cycles, contact me, DM us, send me an email, comment, and I will give you $100,000 if I can see you menstruate to your penis. You think Pornhub will buy that? I can't even keep a straight face because no one will take this offer. Jim, do you think someone will take this offer?
Things have gotten this crazy in the States these days. It's unbelievable. I mean, all the crazy things that they're talking about, and I mean, it gets to the point where you wonder, are we still living in this country? Are we still living in this reality, or did we create a new reality?
The thing is that this goes back to what I said earlier. There's never been a pushback.
No.
And people are spineless. In fact, this Sunday was the World Cup. And here in downtown Long Beach, there was a watch party. So I decided to, because it's not that far from my office, I'm going to go check it out. And it was a great watch party. And one thing that happened during the watch party is the camera would pan to President Trump. And there was a lot of booze.
Yeah, especially when he showed up at the reception of the FIFA.
Well, in the watch party, there was a lot of booze, and then I would cheer, yeah! And people looked at me like I'm crazy. But what happened at that moment is other people in the crowd start cheering with me because they realize that someone is either pushing back or doesn't want to boo the president.
Was willing to take the chance.
You know, and no matter how you feel about the president, booing your own president in your own country is really, that means you don't love your country. And this World Cup showed us that some of these countries that were playing here, how much they loved their country. They were playing for the pride and the love of their country. I mean, look at Messi. Messi wanted to win again.
Yeah.
And he was crying. Most of them were crying because they wanted to bring back another championship to their country. And they love their country, okay? And in fact, to the point that they were crying. And you could see it. And we've seen that people from Europe that were visiting America, in fact, you had the story about this, right?
They just can't believe the free refills, first of all. the size of the plates that they get served at any restaurant you go to. And then they feel so free here, and they feel like there's so much in America to be proud of. That I know one Englishman that decided he's moving here. He's leaving.
You know him personally.
The UK.
You know him personally.
No, I know him because I've been following him.
Oh, okay,
on YouTube.
you've been following him. Okay.
And he's basically said it. I'm moving out of UK and I'm moving to America. Yeah. And as people have asked him, have you seen all 50 states? And his response was, it would take me a lifetime to see all 50 states.
Right. In fact, asking a foreigner that question is very ingenious because most Americans don't travel more than 30 miles from where they were born and die, right? That's the statistics. Look it up on Google. Most Americans are born and die within 30 miles. Okay, that's
my wife was born in Hollywood, and she had never been to East LA until I met her.
And that's only 4 miles away.
No, I mean that's about 25 miles, but still.
Hollywood and East LA is 25 miles?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's less than that. Really? Imagine that.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy. And I'm the first one to ever take her out of the state.
Yeah. Well, in fact, I was brought up in Inglewood, but I was never in Compton. So or Watts. In fact, I've never visited the Watts Tower, and the reason why is if you live in LA, there are certain places that you really don't want to go because even I know it's not safe for me. Because the element there are different. Unless you're from that neighborhood, you might run into trouble or problem. And it's better to just not even try to go there because...
No, I've been in a bar where a guy turned around and hit another guy with a bottle because he looked at his girlfriend wrong.
That's right. Yeah. So for telling people, foreigners, have you been to all 50 states? Well, you have to ask yourself that question. How many states have you been into? And probably the answer is maybe 1, maybe 2, and there's really a handful of people that actually take the time to travel from place to place. And even if you're driving, let's say from LA or Route 61 all the way to Florida, well, you're only going to see those small towns along the Route 66. You're not going to venture out into other towns in that...
No, and Route 66 is pretty old, and it is a nice road to take because there's a lot of heritage.
Yeah.
But the straightforward track from LA to Miami is I-10.
Yeah.
And that's basically you're on the freeway and you're never off the
Yeah,
freeway.
that's
So
right. That's right. That's right.
town after town, you just go whoop,
That's right.
you zooming by.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So even most Americans haven't been to
No.
all the states. I mean, if you ask me, would you visit North Dakota? No. Would I visit South Dakota? No. Wyoming? No. Iowa? No. I mean, maybe I'll go to Oregon, and here's the reason why I would go to Oregon. The mushrooms. I want to go on a mushroom
Actually,
trip.
I went through Oregon, but I only went through it in order to get to Seattle because it was 1961 and it was the World's Fair.
Okay. Back then. Did you drive up there?
My dad and I and my mom drove up there.
How long was the drive?
It took 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
Nice.
We went from Tucson to LA, from LA to San Francisco to past Oregon into Seattle.
So there's no freeway from Tucson up.
No, you got to come through
Come
here.
through to a 5, huh?
Yeah.
That's a nice drive.
You
That's
get
a
to
nice
see a
drive.
lot of things.
Yeah. I've driven the one freeway from Malibu all the way to San Francisco, and that's a pretty drive.
Oh, that's a beautiful.
It takes longer. You're adding 2 hours to your trip, but believe me, that 2 hours is worth it because you see some of the most beautiful places in California.
Yep.
You know?
You go through all of the beautiful parts of California, going up that way.
Yeah.
You see some bridges that you've never had an
That's
idea
right.
they could be there.
That's right. Yeah, no, and it's America. I mean, if you could drive it, if you have the time, you should.
You go through Big Sur.
Yeah, I've been there. Very beautiful.
Beautiful, Sur. Big
And at
Sur.
the time we went there, at that moment, it was sunny, and then the fog started rolling in slowly, and you could see the change, and then half of the bridge disappeared.
Yeah.
It was surreal.
And that's why those big trees are there, because of that fog that comes in the morning, feeds all of the plants.
Yeah.
And that's why those trees get so big.
Yeah. I think maybe in a few years I might get myself one of those Mercedes-Benz vans that has a camper and all that. It's comfortable, right? And I want to drive it again and maybe drive to Yellowstone because I got to see Yellowstone.
Yeah, Yellowstone, from what I hear, is beautiful. But
Have you been?
But you got to walk a lot.
I mean, that's why in a few years I said,
Yeah.
not when I get to your age.
No, my age, I need a scooter.
But you know what? The liberals you may qualify with the liberal policies. You may qualify for free
Free drone.
free motorcycle,
Free scooter.
electrical scooter for the elderly. In fact, if we get a person like Mandani to come and run be governor of
no.
California,
Please.
you could qualify for.
I thought we had one. It's called Gavin Newsom.
But he's not as extreme.
And no, but he's getting there.
He's not as imagine Gavin Newsom is not as extreme as the New York mayor. Go figure that one out.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to take your property away yet.
Because he also has property, so he's gonna shoot himself in the foot.
That's right.
But it's amazing that what's happening in New York right now, to the point that they're saying that landlords should not make a profit in their apartments.
Yeah. Then why buy the apartments?
Earlier I was telling Jim it's a good idea for the cities to take over, especially New York, these apartments. And the reason, and Jim is like, no, that's not. I said, no, just listen to what I have to say. So when they take over the apartments, you're gonna have, let's say your sink is not draining. So you call the super and say, hey, listen, my drain is not draining. So the super comes and goes, okay, I'll come check it out. 4 days later, he comes to the apartment, turns the water on and says, you know what? It's not draining. Okay, I have to write a paperwork. He goes back down, writes the paperwork and says, I think someone needs to come and look at this drain and get approval for us to fix it. So he submits the paper to the city. Some social worker looks at it and goes, okay, and assigns someone to actually go see if the drain is draining. So someone gets assigned. and that person will show up. And when they make an appointment, you better be there, because if you're not there, they knock, they'll leave. So they come in, and guess what that guy's gonna do? He's gonna turn the water on and says, guess what?
It's not draining.
Your drain is not draining. And you're gonna be like, yeah, genius. That's what I said 3 weeks ago. He goes, yeah, no, we have to do our part here, make sure it's not draining so we could fix it. And so you're gonna say, are you gonna fix it? He goes, no, I have to go to the city back, and I have to fill out a paperwork to get someone to come and
to get a plumber to come out and do it.
So he's gonna go back to the city, fill out a paperwork saying, yes, I checked the drain on unit 2 and it's not draining, so we need a drain plumber to go there and declog it.
A drain expert.
A drain expert. And they're gonna get 5 bids, and the lowest bid gonna get it. That person's gonna show up and do what he's naked, whatever, to make sure it's not draining.
That's 3 weeks later.
But no, 3 weeks? You kidding me? It's not gonna be 3 weeks. It'll be 3 months. Okay, you're lucky 3 weeks. 3 weeks? That's 3 days if you're a private business. 3 months if you're a government business. Yeah. That's the big difference. So you have to ask yourself, if you want socialism, if you want free apartments, well, guess what's gonna happen? Free problems is gonna come with that. Yeah. And I don't know about you, but if my toilet is clogged up or my drain is clogged up, I can't function in the house or in my office, I'm gonna pay somebody top dollars to fix it today, now, maybe tomorrow. I can't wait 3 days.
But in a socialist society, right? There is no such thing as somebody that you can call and say, come out and do
There is no. In fact, most of you go to Starbucks. 99% of people that's watching this video go to Starbucks. Imagine you go to Starbucks and you say, I want a latte. And they say, sorry, you could only get regular coffee today because there's no milk. And the milk hasn't been released by the government because they're still testing it.
Yeah.
So you say, okay, when is it going to be ready? Oh, tomorrow we might get an order of milk. You go tomorrow, the same thing, regular coffee. You can't have a latte. 3 days later, 4 days later. At what point do you stop going to Starbucks because they don't have milk?
Yeah, I mean, and then the government grocery stores are going to limit you as to how much you can buy.
That's right.
You can't have. You have a family of 4. You can't have more than 2 loaves of bread.
That's right.
You can't have more than 2 liters of milk. You can't have more than, and it goes on, and eventually you get to the point where what about all of the stuff I wanted to buy?
You cannot.
You can't.
Well, you're not going to have all the stuff you want to buy because there's not going to be choices.
No, there won't be any.
There's
because
there'll be
this box is for you, Mr. Vargas.
Yeah, there's not going to be choices. And in fact, right now you go to the grocery store, good Lord, go to the water section. There's there's like a whole row of water. I mean, what the fuck? Water is water. No, not in America. We got smart water, vitamin water, flavored water, alkaline water, no salt water, no mineral water. What is the other?
Perrier.
We got sparkling water from different kind of countries. We got, I think, 20 different kind of water from around the world. Evian, Fiji water. Now, okay, I personally do not buy designer water.
No.
Because I'm thinking, why the fuck do I want water from Fiji?
Besides, I drink tap water because my government
says
actually sends me out a report about once a year and tells me how clean my water is.
Yeah, I drink tap water and I make my tea with tap water. Yeah. And in fact, when people tell me that, oh, that's nasty, that's dirty, I said, you know what? I'm probably putting bacteria in my body, and my body is immune to some of the stuff that you're not immune to it. And here's a perfect example. Like, if I go to a third world country, or let's say the whole system here breaks down for 2 weeks, guess who's immune to the tap water?
You are.
Me, because I've been drinking it. I'm not gonna get sick. My stomach's not gonna get sick.
And that's the problem with a lot of people these days. That I see them wearing masks, and it's like they're not giving their body an opportunity to fight diseases.
No.
So they're becoming weaker in the long run.
I don't know if we had this discussion during COVID, and one of the ideas I had in COVID is how do we really get rid of COVID? and one of the ideas that I had, and I spoke to many people, my idea was a little radical, but it was going to work. So people that were immune to it, men and women, okay? It's like especially men like me. I was immune to it because
I had no symptoms.
well, I got sick the Thanksgiving before. I was sick for a whole month. I don't know what kind of flu got me. It was like the worst thing ever. But I passed it, so I was immune to COVID. And my suggestion was, I even actually sent a letter to President Trump at that point. I said, the best way to get rid of COVID is people like me should be allowed to have sex with multiple women. The reason, okay, here's the reason why, right?
Fluid,
I mean, it's funny.
fluid exchange, yes.
I exchange fluids. I'm kissing her. She's kissing me. And even if she's going down on me or whatever, I am transmitting the antibacteria into her. And then she transmitted to other guy. And within 2 weeks, we would have eradicated COVID. Tell me that doesn't work.
Only you would
Only
think
me.
of stuff like that.
Isn't that a brilliant idea, though? Jim, tell me that's not a brilliant idea. Who else would have think like this?
You.
That is why I'm so unique. I should be part of the circle of advisors with any president. Like, okay, all right, you 10 people, what do you got? Okay, now let's hear Shaw. And then I come up with an idea, and they're like, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Okay, because I'm thinking, you know this, I always think outside the box, don't I?
You're always thinking inside the box, and I'm talking about the box.
Yeah. So not only I talk outside the box, outside the circle, it's like my ideas are so radical, they make so much sense, right? Like, who would have thought of something like that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
who'd have thought of it?
yeah, that's right. Let's just have a big sex off, you know. And Secretary of Sex Off, Shaw Atlee,
Yeah.
please explain. Okay.
And all the wives will love you forever.
So far, it's been a week, and our immune system is up to 60%. We got another week to go to really become 100%. I'm telling you, young and old would have been happy. I mean, we're doing it for humanity, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at all these movies that are end of the world movies, you got a set amount of people left, right? I mean, what is the ultimate goal? To populate the world.
To repopulate.
So what do you got to do? You have to put your jealousy or envy aside and say, okay, hey, listen, woman, there's 10 other women here to survive, and they need to have babies.
Yep.
And it's not for pleasure, it's more for humanity. You gotta keep having babies. They have to keep, so by the time in like 15 years.
Let's face it, you are in for humanity.
Of course.
You're humanity.
Me and Elon are 4 multiple kids.
Oh yeah, Elon's on his 13th, I think.
Yeah. I mean, he's added so much to the population. And so I'm actually for it because, and actually this goes back to biblical. Go out and
multiply.
That's right. There's a reason why even God said something like this is because the society cannot move. You have to create the next generation for it to flourish.
Yeah, but he also wants you to be loyal to your spouse.
No, what I'm saying is when the population is down or is in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Right? At that point, what do you do?
Yeah, you can't do anything
That's
else.
that's the Nate. I mean, look at.
That's always been the question: is that if we started out with Adam and Eve, where did the rest of them come from?
That's right. So, well, one of the things that puzzled me in the story of Adam and Eve is when Cain was banned from the camp, and Cain said to God, "Well, I can't go out there. Those people are going to hurt me," right? And then God says, "Don't worry. I'm going to give you the mark of Cain," right? And as long as you have this mark, no one will harm you. So the question is, who are these other people? It's in the Genesis. Read it for yourself. I'm not making this up. So the question is, who are these people that Cain is talking about? They're not from Adam.
No.
They're not from Eve. And he was sent off. And guess what? Cain is reported to have his own nation, right?
Yeah.
Who did he impregnate to have his own nation. There was somebody out there. Jim.
Obviously.
So that's the question of this great Adam and Eve, right? Like we all think we all came from Adam and Eve. Well, what if you and I came from the Cain side?
Well, technically, we have proven that we all came from one mother.
I know, but no, that's because Cain had the same mother, right?
Obviously, that's it.
Cain went out, right, and said, I don't want these people to harm me, and so he got the mark of Cain. So apparently he went out and multiplied with somebody. We don't know who, right? So maybe I'm from the Cain side. That's why I'm a little that's why I'm a little rebellious and I question everything, right? I question everything.
Yeah, you do.
Right? So what do you think of this endless war in Iran?
Oh, I think it's going to come to an end soon enough.
That's what you said 3 months ago.
Well, yeah, but it's only been 3 months.
Yeah, but you said in a few weeks.
No, the thing is that you got these people that are stubborn, and there's nothing you can do to change a stubborn person's mind unless you get rid of them.
They've been baiting the Arab nations to fight.
Oh yeah, they've been.
But the Arab nations are not fighting for some reason.
No, actually, the Arab nations have turned around and started attacking Iran.
Did they?
Yeah.
But they're not attacking like Iran is attacking them. They're just sending 1 or 2 rockets
No,
back.
they've been doing pretty good.
Really?
The last 2 days, the last 2 nights, they've been our nights, their days.
Okay.
They've been throwing quite a few things and allowing the Americans to use their landing bases.
Do you think that, I don't know, I think it might be foolish, but do you think Trump might be thinking of a small nuke, a very small nuke into their one of the...
I don't think so. I don't think so because that would open up too much of a bad can of worms.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Radiation and...
well, not only the radiation, is that the other countries that have nukes are going to go, hey,
we should use them too.
yeah, we can, yeah, and then next thing you
Gives
know,
a free pass.
Yeah, then it's the next thing
Then
you
Russia
know,
will throw
Russia
one on
will
you.
use it on Ukraine, and it'll be like a dominoes falling down. They'll all come down at the same time.
So how much bombing should we do? Should we do like a Berlin bombing?
Well, I think that what we're doing is good enough right now because the fact is that it took 47 years for these people to build up all of these porcupine needles. Mm-hmm. And they hid them. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not like out in the open.
No.
So not only do we need to get rid of them, but we need to find out where the hell they are.
Yeah. But I thought that last June, was it June?
Well, we got rid of the big
We did
stuff.
the bombing last June.
We got rid of the big stuff, which is the nuclear.
We're told that that's it. We got rid of...
We got rid of the nuclear ideology. In other words, they don't have the ability to make a nuke bomb right now.
Do you think that...
And they were close.
Yes. Do you think that the propaganda from the U.S. side to the American people is such for us to believe something that's not true?
Well, it comes down to the same thing as that when do we know that AI took over?
Meaning?
Meaning that how do we know that we're not being actually controlled by AI?
Like our humanity?
Yeah.
No, that's true. But aside from AI, I think, and this is my opinion.
I mean, all governments will tell you one thing and then do another.
Because if you listen to the Trump talk in the last 3 weeks, we got rid of this, we got rid of that. Anytime now, they're going to come to the table. Well, we've been on the table, every Wednesday?
Yeah, but that's because they keep on saying, oh, let's talk some more. And then when they talk some more, then they decide, oh, no, we don't like that, what we talked about.
The way I look at it...
But that's the way they've been doing it for 40 years.
But every Wednesday, there's peace talks. Every Sunday, there's a fighting. So, like, on Wednesdays, sell your stock. On Mondays, buy your stock, and you become a millionaire by the time this war is set. But here's the problem that the Republicans are going to face. If this continues until November, we're going to lose the House and the Senate. I mean, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
And I don't think at that point, or even at this point, does Trump really care, because he's not running for re-election.
No, he doesn't.
No. What I'm saying is, does he care about keeping at least one of the chambers of government? Because if he loses the House, guess what's going to happen November 5?
Yeah, impeachment.
Impeachment galore. Everyone's going to be impeachment.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, that's fine. But then it's going to go to Senate, and if we control the Senate, if the Republicans control the Senate, they're going to kick it back and say, go pound sand.
Yeah, well, the problem I still think is the broken ideology between both the GOP and the DNC. Is that the DNC has their own ideology, and there's too damn many Republicans that feel almost the same.
They're
way.
spineless. These Republicans that say they're Republican, they're spineless. I'm so tired of these.
Yeah, they're wolves in sheep clothing.
Yeah, they don't say it like it is.
Yeah.
But you know, this is why testosterone shots are in the rise. To the fact that even Pete.
It's funny that we were talking about it.
We're talking about last time we
week.
did this, and we didn't do a mic check. But we were talking about testosterone and testosterone shots and how men should get them to keep the relationship happy after 50. And within what, an hour later, I text you. I said, and you were making fun like the CIA might be listening to us. I don't care if the CIA is listening to us. And an hour later, boom, breaking news.
Yeah.
Pete Hegseth is going to do testosterone testing and treatment for every soldier over 30.
Yep.
Because apparently, we're finding out that in the last 30 years, there have been additives that have brought the man's testosterone down, and is now having an effect on everybody.
Yeah.
And to the point that even our soldiers are pussies or wusses. So we have to find out, do they have testosterone? Because without testosterone, you don't
have the ability to fight.
Not only that, you're not fearless, right?
Yeah.
Because you think, I don't want to get involved. But as soon as you have testosterone, you're manly. You want to diffuse the situation, protect women, protect your society.
And that's what the difference between men and women is, that women are nurturers. They want to keep kids. They want to make life. They want to keep things alive. Mm-hmm. Men, on the other hand, are hunters. We hunt for a living.
Yeah.
And if we don't eat.
Yeah.
So if our testosterone goes down, then we don't hunt.
No, we don't hunt.
Therefore, we don't eat. And then the wives don't eat.
That is correct.
And then it makes them
that is correct.
Not happy.
And not too far from here, there's the welfare station where you go and ask for welfare. And I have a client there that when I go, I have to exit and I see it. In fact, if I go in the morning and I go into the parking lot and wait and see, there are men stronger than me, taller than me, younger than me, standing in line to ask for welfare. That is sad. Okay, Jim? That is the saddest thing, when a man capable of working, and I'm not, you're a man. Go plow the land.
Yeah.
Go climb a tree. Go build a wall. You're a man. Do it. I mean, they're standing in line
they're feeling vulnerable.
They're vulnerable. They can't find a job. So what they do, they stand in line, get welfare, and then go buy their weed and chill all day long every day. And that's not manly. I'm sorry. That's actually, God gave you the ability. I mean, look, other countries for a long time would kill their girl daughters that were born because they wanted a male.
Yeah.
China, right?
China
was doing it, and then the communists, even during communists, if they were doing an ultrasound and they found out it was a girl, they would abort it to favor a son. And here in America, you got everything. There's no wars, there's no famine, and you're standing in line for welfare. And that's exactly because you have no testosterone or low testosterone.
Yeah, and you're willing
Okay.
to give into your the kind side.
And it doesn't help because the liberals also made male masculinity a bad thing. Like
Toxic.
toxic masculinity, that's what they call it. Toxic masculinity.
And you can't talk to a woman without mansplaining.
Yeah, you can't use the word man and
And now it's people.
people. So
And there's birthing people.
so kids listen to this. Yeah, kids listen to this. They think that everything is wrong. Everything is wrong.
Yep.
And our society now to the point that the government has to check testosterone of a 30-year-old, and if they're lacking, there's going to be injections.
Yep.
Can you imagine these people, these 30-year-olds are getting injected, and they're in a bunker and everybody has hard-ons? What are you going to do? Hard-on fights? It's going to happen. It's fucking going to happen.
I knew your Schwartz was as big as mine.
May the Schwartz be with you. Ooh, that Schwartz is nice. Okay, on that note, we're going to call it quits. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, ask us a question if you like. But, before you go, we're wearing Ray-Ban glasses, vintage 1985, courtesy of the Cute Vintage on Etsy. So there's a QR code if you want these. They're on Etsy, the Cute Vintage. Support them. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Shaw.
I'm Jim.
See you guys later.
Bye.